You might think we have a lot of options when it comes to mailing items on eBay, but think about people like Luke Skywalker. I mean, he's flying all over the universe. How does he get his mail? The other day, I learned he uses a C3PO box. A C3PO box. C3PO box. So there's that. What about us? How, as eBayers, do we keep all of our shipping options straight inside eBay? Well, if you know about something called business policies, then that's the best way to manage all of the ways you're willing to ship on eBay. Now, with business policies, there's shipping policies, payment and refund policies. With the shipping policies, you determine how many different ways you want to be able to ship. You can add a little fee for your tape and your boxes and all of that. You control everything about shipping if you use shipping policies within the business policies umbrella at eBay. Now, you might think, well, shipping policies, I have a policy about how I ship most things, postal ground advantage. Yeah, but that's not really what we're talking about. eBay has something specifically called, or as we say in Oklahoma, sophistically called business policy. I really need to do a video to show you how to set those up if you haven't already. But first, I keep being asked, why do I get all sorts of new shipping policies all the time? I don't want them. I clean them all up and eBay just adds a whole bunch more I don't want. And it's true. What we try to strive for is something like this. We have 4 shipping policies. That's all we need. We've got ground advantage, media rate, 1 to 3 ounce standard shipping envelope rate if you ship, say, trading cards or something like that, stamps, small items. And then I think you should have an oversized shipping category so that it doesn't default to the U.S. mail, which charges an outrageous fee if your box is oversized, whereas UPS and FedEx, they don't charge an outrageous fee for oversized. So it would be nice if we could create our 4 shipping policies, and we can. Then from now on, all we have to choose from are one of our 4 items, but the problem is we create this and eBay immediately starts doing this, creating all these policy after policy. It's like, what's going on? And these are all my shipping policies. I've got shipping. I mean, we have our originals, but then they start adding all this stuff with all these funny numbers here, and they kind of look like what we had, and they start adding 1 and 2 of our items into these things that they've created that we didn't want maybe we don't want those 2 items to have a new shipping policy. Maybe we don't want eBay to be moving all of our policies and start creating their own and adding them to all our inventory and all of this. What are we supposed to do? And then it just doesn't even use half of them. It creates all these page after page of policies with all 0. None of our items are using any of these. It's created. What's going on? Well, there's a simple explanation, and it makes sense. If we're going to use shipping policies and get all of the gains, we have to understand why this happens and when we can delete old policies, these policies eBay creates for us, and when we need to leave them alone. When we need to leave them alone is anytime you have a number over here that does not say 0, don't do anything to this shipping policy. Leave it alone. But any of these that have 0, if you didn't create them, you are welcome to go to delete policy and just delete these extra policies. But if it's got a number, you don't want to delete it, but that number will eventually go to 0 as you get more sales. Here's what's going on. Let's say you have an item, as I do here, an item that I have an offer out on. eBay does not let me change this item very much. If I want to make edits to this, if I see an error in the item, if I see a picture that doesn't belong or a picture that's wrong or misleads the buyer, and I want to delete that picture, I can't do it. Notice those locks right there? That means I can't change any picture. And the reason is because I have an offer. Now think about this. I made an offer to a buyer. This is a $68 book, and I sent the buyer a $40-something offer, let's say. Well, at the precise moment I sent that buyer an offer, this listing looked one way, and that buyer gets it and looks at my pictures, my description, my condition, my item specifics, and how I ship, and decides, do I want to accept this guy's offer or not? If we were allowed to change everything after sending an offer, we would create a perfect listing of a beautiful item, send the potential buyer a great offer, and then we'd go in and put realistic pictures in there fast after he's had a chance to look, but before he actually clicks buy or something. And whenever he buys it, he gets the real McCoy, and he gets these old ugly pictures, and he receives the item and says, this isn't what I ordered. You showed this to be in mint condition. And he goes back to the pictures and he sees all these old crummy pictures of what he got in the mail. It's broken, it's scratched, all of that. And he goes, what's going on? I accepted an offer of a nice item, and now this listing doesn't have that item anymore. eBay, rightly so, does not allow us to change pictures. eBay, rightly so, does not allow us, see how the title is grayed out? I can't change the title when it's out in an offer because I might put something real critical in here in order to sell it, but then later I might want to change it before he has a chance to really get around to accepting my offer. What he sees is the title that makes it look really good, and then I start putting things in here like broken cover, missing pages, all of that. eBay doesn't let us change the title. eBay does let us change the custom label. This is for us. This is where we put maybe the location of our item, what shelf it's on in inventory. That doesn't matter. eBay doesn't mind us changing that. eBay will not allow us to change the item category it's sold in on eBay. But if you have an eBay store, you can change your own category. You can move it to something else. It doesn't affect the buyer in any way because you change it from one of your store categories to another. eBay doesn't let us change any of the item specifics because we put an offer out on an item that had a very specific set of item specifics, and that buyer looks at that and decides, yeah, when I get home, I'm going to buy this. When he gets home, we've already changed all the item specifics to something crummy, but he buys it at the offer, and he can't go back and say, well, I wasn't told this, because it looks to him like we were told this. You can't change item specifics. What do you think about condition? Of course you can't change the condition. You can't offer it as a new item and real fast make it an old ugly item. Can you change the description? No way. It's locked. We can view it, but we can't change it. You can change the price. This surprises some people. I have to explain to some newcomers to eBay and even to some veterans. We're selling this book for $67.88. We offered it for $49.95. Of course, eBay lets you change the price. You made an offer to a buyer who's going to be able to buy it for $49. The buyer doesn't care what the price ends up being. You could bring this down, and matter of fact, I will. I'm going to change it to $53.95. eBay doesn't care if I do that. That doesn't affect the offers I've sent on this. The quantity. Maybe I found another one identical to it. I can increase my quantity. eBay doesn't mind. It doesn't affect the offer. I can change the quantity to 3 if I found 2 more. What about the package weight? No, because this determines how much the buyer thinks she's going to be charged. The package weight, 4 pounds. What if it weighs 9 pounds? Well, it's going to cost me a lot more to ship this item, but it's not going to cost my buyer anymore because my buyer is going to be charged the 4-pound rate. It might have been my mistake, and if it was, I will eat the cost, but I can't change the weight for the same reason I can't change the pictures or description. What about the shipping policy? No, you cannot change the shipping policy. What if you had overnight shipping set as What if you had a shipping policy for overnight shipping and you used that and then you sent an offer to a whole bunch of people and then you realized, oh no, I can't afford to ship overnight, or no buyer's going to buy it overnight. I'd better change the shipping to a more reasonable shipping policy like Media Rate or UPS or USPS Ground or something. Well, that might seem like an okay change, and it might be, but the offer we sent is what the buyer has to live with, and so do you. If you err in his favor, or you have Media Rate, but it's really going to be Overnight Express, you're going to have to ship it Overnight Express. The buyer gets an offer for one type of shipping, and you cannot change this. Keep this in mind. This is key to this video. You go on down, can you change the ad rate? Sure, you can change your promotional percentage, no big deal. And then I'm going to click revise. And my listing's revised. Not by much. It revised the price, but it didn't let me revise anything else because there's an offer out. If I were to change the shipping policy for that book, I called this policy Media Domestic eBay International. If I were to change this business policy, it would affect 362 listings. That's what the column here is for. If you use business policies, you understand this. If you don't use business policies, you will. Someone will explain how to do this. If I click edit and change something about this policy, some of these services, I want to offer local pickup, and I want to change my handling cost to 60 cents because prices keep going up. Our money keeps being intentionally destroyed from within, and so costs go up. I may want to change costs to 60 cents over 50 of what it was for tape and boxes and just for wrapping stuff. It's not like that's a profit item. There's not a profit. I'm just trying to capture some costs of actual shipping. If I were to click save, I promise you, and I'm not going to, I'm going to go back to where we were. I promise you that 362 listings would not be updated. Maybe 361, because one of my media rate listings, at least one, has an offer out. And remember, we cannot change the shipping policy for anything with an offer. eBay looks at all 362 media mail listings and says, I'm not changing any of these if they have an offer. If they do have an offer, before editing your media mail shipping policy, I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to put it down here somewhere, and I'm going to add some funny long number to it so there's not another one named this, and you're going to see 1 or 5 or however many offers were out on books at the time. That many of these new shipping policies, which are copies of the old media mail before I made any changes, they have to be created because shipping policies stay with any item that has an offer out on it. And that's why you get so many of these if you're doing your job and you send a lot of offers. That's a good thing to do. Allow offers on every single item that you list. That's critical. You're going to make a lot more sales if you do that, but you're going to get a lot of this extra noise in your shipping policies. It's just the way it is. Once they go to 0, what does that mean? So here was one that was created for USPS Ground. I must have made a change. I had at least one item that used this old shipping policy before I edited it that had an offer out. So there was at one time a number 1 or more than 0 here. But once it goes to 0, that means the 1 or more items that eBay created a shipping policy for got sold. The count went from 1 to 0, let's say. Or if there were 5, over time, all 5 sold and it went to 0. Once these go to 0, select them all, as long as they have zeros next, and you can just delete away. Click the down arrow and click delete, like I'm going to right now. That'll get rid of it. You sure you want to get rid of this policy? Yeah, I want to get rid of it. I didn't create it. I don't want it. And you can do all those manually or select more than one, however you do it. I would be careful. I think you should be careful when it comes to shipping policies. I would just do one at a time. And I'm really big on shortcutting everything when it comes to time and money with eBay. But I don't shortcut the important things. And I don't want to, for instance, accidentally click this one and not see it and delete a shipping policy that 761 items are sharing right now. Now, eBay would not delete 671, would they? eBay would only delete a smaller number because surely a lot of these 671 listings have offers out. Either the buyer sent me an offer or I've sent the potential buyer an offer, and it wouldn't just delete all 761. There would be some down here, and I'd have to find it, and I'd have to recreate it. It'd be a mess. I just suggest you protect yourself from all of that frustration. Just delete them one at a time by down arrow delete on all of these with 0 that you don't want to see anymore, and that will clean it up. What if you don't clean it up? Who cares? Leave them. Don't let this stuff bother you. Eventually, they're all going to 0. It will sort by the number of listings. All of these zeros, they're just way down at the end of the list. There might be 4 pages of them. Doesn't matter. Don't let it bother you. I'm a busy guy. I want you to be busy making a lot of money on eBay. I don't want you messing with this stuff. Don't worry about shipping policies created for you. Focus on making more money. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. I check YouTube far more often than I check our Facebook group. Leave your comments or questions below, and I respond to everything. I appreciate it. And others in our group help others in our group. It's really an amazing thing we're seeing in the Ultra Advanced on eBay group.